At the start of the movie, we witness a barren world. Numerous individuals have succumbed to the pandemic. The virus that wiped out humans did not affect the animals. Now the streets were devoid of traffic. With pollution absent for an extended period, nature rejuvenated the earth. Greenery was flourishing all around, which made the animals thrive in this environment. Only those who know how to survive have endured. Among the few people we encounter is Addy, who has lived with his mother since childhood. But sadly, his mother also perished due to the pandemic. He managed to survive because his uncle had been sending him survival books since he was young. He no longer resides in his home as it has become dilapidated. He now resides in a small bunker outside his house, with limited food and supplies that won't last long. Therefore, he ventures out into the surrounding area daily to scavenge for food and essentials. At night, he lies beneath the moon and suddenly hears peculiar noises. Filled with fear, he hurries back to his bunker. The next morning, he sets out on his bicycle as usual in search of necessities. He stumbles upon a small solar panel on the roof of a house, brings it home, and charges his phone with it. Once his phone is charged, he listens to music and enjoys himself to the fullest. Later, he watches a video of his mom on the phone and becomes very emotional. Despite watching his mom after a long time, he still can't bring himself to speak to her. He continues watching the videos until his phone battery dies. Returning to the garden, he discovers that the noises he heard at night were from animals. These animals had destroyed all the vegetables he had cultivated. Feeling lost and hopeless, he gathers the seeds of the ruined vegetables. Although he could have replanted them, the idea of waiting so long to eat again infuriates him. In a fit of anger, he accidentally injures his foot with an axe, causing it to bleed and increasing the risk of infection. To prevent any complications, he consults his survival books and prepares a makeshift remedy for his wound. At night, he gazes at a photo of his uncle and aunt, imagining that they are also alive and well. He contemplates joining them for an easier life, but the journey seems daunting. After careful planning, he sets a route to his uncle's house, estimating a 2-week journey if all goes smoothly. The night before his departure is filled with mixed emotions as he prepares to leave behind his belongings. The next morning, he embarks on his journey, cycling from dawn till dusk. Fortunately, along the way, he occasionally stumbles upon buildings where he can find additional supplies. Everything goes well for a week until one night when he wakes up to find that a deer has destroyed all his water supply. Furthermore, the deer also damaged his solar charger, which he used to charge his phone. This made him so furious that he ended up shooting all his pistol bullets in frustration. Later, he regretted his actions. As he continued on his journey, he stumbled upon a river, as he could refill his water supply. After replenishing his water, he proceeded and encountered a rugged road. While cycling at a fast pace, his bike suddenly fell into a pit, indicating it was a trap. Despite his efforts to escape, he failed. In an attempt to signal for help, he lit firecrackers, but no one came to his aid. The next morning, he noticed someone observing him. Without much thought, Addy shot at the person, who turned out to be a girl that managed to dodge the bullet. The girl offered to help Addy out of the pit in exchange for his weapons. Reluctantly, Addy agreed and handed over his gun, ensuring it was unloaded. However, the girl tricked him. Afterward, the girl, Eva, demanded Addy prove he was not infected. Addy complied by showing his unmarked body. Eva did the same, proving she was also uninfected. She then rescued Addy from the pit. They rested for the night, but Addy woke up to find Eva holding a knife to his neck, demanding the bullets. As Addy revealed the location of the bullets, Eva loaded them into the gun and fled. Addy was left puzzled by Eva's actions. Suddenly, he heard the voices of 3 menacing individuals, realizing Eva had escaped from them. To evade capture, Addy sought refuge in the bushes. On the flip side, Eva found herself perched in a tree, aiming a gun at the trio below. They stumbled upon Addy's camp and were eager to uncover its owner. Addy believed that by identifying the camp's owner, they would lead them to Eva, who was positioned in front of the tree. Sensing danger, Addy quickly feigned an infection by marking his body with flower petals and laid down in a spot where they could see him. As they approached, they assumed Addy had succumbed to the infection. Addy's plan had succeeded. With the camp discovered, the men departed. Addy and Eva established a new camp, where Addy discovered that Eva was pregnant. He inquired about her husband, to which she revealed he was deceased. To avoid those men, they hide in the ruins while they were eating their food. In the morning, Addy brought 2 bicycles and decided to take Eva with him. Halfway through the journey, Addy had made significant progress. However, Eva was hesitant to accompany him to his uncle's residence, deeming it unsafe. Despite Eva's reservations, Addy trusted his uncle implicitly. They embarked on their journey. Their daily routine consisted of cycling, hunting, and cooking their meals at night. Addy found solace in Eva's companionship, growing fond of her. Unbeknownst to him, the 3 men were still after them. Addy's attentive care for Eva fostered mutual affection between them. On their journey, Addy comes across a river, and he decides to take a swim in the river. As he swims and comes out, he notices a stranger from the group of 3 men approaching him. The stranger asks about Eva, and insists that they have no interest in Addy, but they want Eva. They explain that Eva is valuable to them as a resource. and they plan to harm the baby she is carrying. Addie realizes that Eva has been running away from them because they have been treating her unjustly. The stranger warns Addie to leave Eva if he values his own life, as there is no room for competition in the game of survival. Despite the threats, Addie remains fearless and continues to protect Eva as they continue their journey. After a few days of travel, they finally arrive at their uncle's house. Eva is relieved to have a place to rest and food to eat, but Addie becomes worried when he realizes his uncle is not home. His fears are confirmed when he sees his uncle's grave outside the house. With his last hope shattered, Addie becomes hostile towards the three men. Addie approaches Eva and asks her about the truth regarding the men. Eva, no longer hiding anything, confesses that she eliminated their brother who was mistreating her and ran away. The three men have been chasing her ever since, but Eva kept this information from Addie, causing a rift between them. Eva cries as she reveals the truth, and Addie, feeling saddened and worried, gathers his belongings and leaves the house to confront the men. The three men corner Addie and threaten him at gunpoint, demanding that he hand over Eva. They even suggest sharing Eva. However, Addie refuses to join them in their malicious intentions. In a desperate attempt to save his own life and alert Eva, Addie fires a shot into the air. This action startles Eva, giving her a chance to escape and protect herself. Addie was attempting to escape when a man caught him. Just as he was about to harm Eddie, someone else appeared and took down the man. It turned out to be Addie's aunt. With only two men left, one was heading towards Eva, while the other was chasing Addie. The man chasing Addie fell into a trap set by the aunt and met his demise. Addie and his aunt rushed to save Eva, but a villain from afar shot at them, hitting Addie's aunt in the shoulder. Addie managed to escape before the man could harm him further. Seizing the moment, the man turned his aggression towards Eva, kicking her in the belly. Addie, witnessing this, made a noise to distract the man. Taking advantage of the distraction, Eva shot an arrow from behind, putting an end to the villain. With the danger finally over, Addie, Eva, and their aunt began living together as a family. And that's how the movie came to a close.